This is Bill Steffen. Boy, we got a lot to talk about. There are two snowstorms crossing the United States, and both of them are missing Michigan. But what we're not missing is the lake effect, as this very cold Arctic air right off the North Pole comes down across the Great Lakes and produces lake effect snow showers and lots of cloud cover here as well. Here's what we're looking at. Winter weather advisory continues here right on through Tuesday night. That's for snow, drifting snow, and some slick roads out there, especially toward the lakeshore. Overnight, we've had a few accidents and slide-offs. Traffic has been fairly light. Of course, with the holiday coming up, it should be lighter during the day today, but speeds are a little bit below posted levels, and it certainly looks like a rather chilly day ahead here for us. Lakeshore areas, those favorable areas with a west-northwest wind, should see 6 to 10 inches of new snow over the next 36 hours. As you get farther inland, 2 to 6 inches, and in fact, north of Lansing up toward Mount Pleasant, maybe only an inch there. The Arctic blast continues here for 3 days. Temperatures in the single figures. Wind chill temperatures anywhere from -10 to as cold as -25. Here's a satellite picture that shows Michigan. This is from Sunday afternoon. It's sunny over in Wisconsin, hardly a cloud to be seen there at Milwaukee, Green Bay, or Chicago. But as that cold air comes across the lake, it picks up enough moisture to condense out in the form of clouds and these snow showers. And you can see the clouds extend all the way across lower Michigan. If Lake Michigan were not there, we would have been sunny today and about 5 degrees colder than we were. And you can see the snow that's coming here over the next 72 hours. This is downwind with a west-northwest wind for all of the Great Lakes. As you can see from Berrien County and northern Cass County all the way up along the lakeshore, up to the area east and northeast of Traverse City. Mansalona area should see another 6 to 12 inches of new snow. The area from Whitefish Bay over to Tequamanon Falls should see anywhere from 6. I bet you somebody up there gets 18 inches of snow from this system. Porcupine Mountains up the Keweenaw Peninsula, they also get heavy snow. And if anybody's traveling, I-90 east to Cleveland is going to be tough to maneuver with the heavy snow falling there. The heaviest snow looks like it'll miss Buffalo to the south and Rochester, Syracuse to the east and northeast, but that Tug Plateau, which is the area east of Lake Ontario, we should see up to 2 feet of new snow there. So they're really going to get clobbered. Here's a look at some snowfall totals here. Your heaviest snow from northeast of Benton Harbor up through parts of Van Buren, Allegan, Ottawa County, and the Muskegon County. That's a pretty good snowfall. And again, it'll be light, fluffy, powdery snow, relatively small flakes, so it'll be stirred up pretty easily by the trucks going by and the wind stirring up a little bit of drifting snow as well. But you can see only half an inch for Alma and Clare. You can see as we go farther northeast, there won't be anywhere near as much snow, though a couple of inches could fall east toward Lansing and Jackson that stretch along and south of I-96 and along and north of I-94. Travel impacts, as you can see, the orange-colored areas especially. Yellow areas should see some snow-covered and slippery roads. The grayish-blue areas there, not quite as much. This graphic may be a little hard to read. There's a lot of numbers on it, but it shows you what the wind chill would be at a certain time for some of the cities here in West Michigan. Grand Rapids, as you can see, during the day today, noon, for instance, has a wind chill of -12. Towards evening, we're at -12, -13 there. So indeed, this will be a very cold day. We're not used to this. This is the biggest blob of Arctic air that we've had around here in about 5 years, going back to about 2019. Here's some high and low temperatures for the next 5 days, and look at some wind chill temperatures as well. Again, we have that winter weather advisory, and there's a cold air advisory as well, in effect, with the temperatures being this cold. There it is up to the north. Purple County's winter weather advisory for snow and cold and some slippery roads. The cold weather advisory extends across the state in that light blue color. And the darker blue color on the other side of the lake is an extreme cold warning. Wind chills there could hit 30 below at places like Marquette and Escanaba. Here's what the day looks like. 7 above is the best we can do this afternoon. Low temperature at 2. Snow showers would be the rule. West winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour, kicking that wind chill down around 10 to 15 below for much of the day. Here's a look at high temperatures over the next several days. This is today. 7 for Grand Rapids, You can see the cold air extends way off to the south. Temperatures along the Rio Grande River in Texas are only going to be in the mid-40s here this afternoon. Of course, that extends down into Mexico. Just low 40s for Houston and New Orleans and over toward Pensacola. Cold air hasn't quite gotten to Miami, but upper 60s there, a little bit cooler than average. Here's Tuesday, and as you can see, another chilly day, even colder down south. Look at the temperatures down there. High temperature at Lake Charles, Louisiana is forecast to be 29 with it snowing all day. That reading there is about 30 degrees colder than average for this time of year. 34 for New Orleans. They're going to see some snow there too. And we finally start to warm up here during the day on Wednesday with readings back up into the upper teens to around 20 during the afternoon. Stays chilly across the south. Again, it may be warmer in Omaha than it would be there at Lake Charles, Louisiana. Pretty unusual to see that. And then we go on to Thursday, mid-20s here. It'll probably feel like a heat wave, but that's still about 5 degrees colder than average for this time of year here in West Michigan. So very cold Monday and Tuesday into early Wednesday, and cool, not real warm, but not quite as cold here for Wednesday afternoon and Thursday. Finally, I've been looking at this graphic for every day for weeks now, and we're always in the blue, but finally we've made it into the gray, the near normal area. If we see near normal temperatures here toward the end of the month, that would be readings up into the low 30s. Don't see any extensive heat waves coming our way anytime soon. The two storms we have going on, one is on the East Coast. They'll see light snowfall in Washington, D.C. At least could be as much as half foot of snow in New York, probably 6 to 8 inches in the Boston area up into southern Maine. But again, that all misses us off to the south and east. And here's a look at the southern storm. As you can see, snow flurries at least for San Antonio, Austin. Could have to sweep some snow out a little bit. Heavier snowfalls across Louisiana. In that blue area there, they could easily see 6 inches of new snow. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an isolated 8 to 10 inches there. Daughter 3 lives in Birmingham, and they'll see perhaps a little bit of light snow. But the heavier snow will go south of them, which is really unusual. I bet Macon sees a couple of inches of snow. Atlanta, probably a couple of inches of snow. And then the snow continues out through eastern North Carolina. Here's some specific snowfall totals. If Houston gets the 4 inches that they're forecast there, you can see Houston in the middle of the graphic there. 4 inches would be the second biggest snowstorm they have ever had in Houston. The biggest one was back in 1895. So this could be the biggest snowstorm in 130 years to hit Houston, Texas. And it will snow all the way down to the Gulf, 3-4 inches in Galveston, 4 to 5 inches over there at Port Arthur and Beaumont and Lake Charles. And then we continue the graphic off to the east, and we're looking at about 3 to 4 inches of new snow in New Orleans. They will see snow flurries all the way down to the mouth of the Mississippi River. And I can't remember the last time that happened. But really an incredible system. Heaviest snow forecast during the day on Tuesday. Travel will be tough. They don't have a lot of snow plows down here, or they don't have a lot of road salt. Maybe they can borrow some sand from at the lakeshore there. 5-day forecast looks like this. Single digits the next couple of days. Low temperatures at night could be just a little bit below zero, especially away from the lake. There's a chance of snow here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those 3 days not a sure thing, but more often than not, we tend to see some lingering snow showers at least, and the cool weather pattern will continue. So again, stay warm today. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Happy Inauguration Day. Happy cold weather day here. Try and stay warm and do allow some extra time if you're going to be doing any traveling during the day today. Thanks so much for checking in with us here at BillSteffen.com. My YouTube is at BillSteffen616. And post just about any time, including early morning. So keep here checking us out.